We are here with week 3 of the Pokemon League. Week 2 will be coming out sometime Sunday.
Sometime Sunday.
Sometime
That's always
Sunday.
good. You don't want to rub yourself in it. It's not TV. It doesn't have to be the strict ass schedule.
Yeah.
We're not, ESPN or somebody like that.
But first matchup, we got HylianDeku taking on CurlyFries 77. Less numbers this week as when she was battling Alex. Keys to victory for both teams? Any suggestions?
I think you've got to. I think it's like what we say every week, but you've got to start. You've got to get the right matchup early, which is hard to do because you really don't know what they're going to draw on. But I think you have to stay ahead of the switches, or you have to be willing to sacrifice. I think people who are willing to sacrifice are going to win more matches because they understand how that system works.
I like it. Waiting on Stefan to join the game. And then
Because we haven't posted names every fucking week.
Oh, is that what we're doing right now? Is we're posting names again?
No, he's trying to get their name because he said, I don't know any names. You guys got to put the names in for Showdown. You got to pin the usernames for Showdown. Maybe if we didn't use 50 different usernames each, it would work. Just a thought.
Yeah.
All right. Getting underway here. That team right there, Rachel's team, literally faced that entire team today in a practice. So,
really?
Should be interesting. Yeah, literally that exact team. Wasn't her, but I mean maybe one or two Pokemon off, you know what I mean?
The North Atlantic versus Help.
There was a shipment in the North Atlantic. I think it sank 200 souls on board. Not foreshadowing or anything, just that's what happened.
Well, I'm expecting a hurricane right out of Pelipper, and it's gonna be an instant KO from Venusaur just to start this match off with a bang.
I think so. Although it's kind of interesting to see, like, you look at it. You could look to play the long game here.
You could. I don't think he does, though. Hurricane.
No, I don't
One
think so.
shot KO. Starting off with a bang. F in chat for respects, ladies and gentlemen.
That's just how you got to play that. I mean, you've got to... This already gets the momentum going the way you want it to.
Yep.
Pelipper didn't even take any damage. It's a dream start.
So now who does Rachel switch into? This might actually be a fast match.
I think you go, shit. I think you go Toxapex.
Toxapex would be good. Yeah, Toxapex. Maybe Togekiss, but other than that, nothing too great to throw in there.
Yeah, Toxapex is good because it has survivability against a lot of stuff.
Currently looking up what Ayuto means. It means help in Italian. Good to know.
I think my brother just unplugged the Wi-Fi.
Well, that would be a dick move on his part.
Yeah, luckily we don't have I'm Ethernet, so we're still good here. Because when I first saw that on my phone, I was like, this is not going to end well.
Ooh. Hurricane does not knock out. Toxapex does a ton of damage.
In my opinion, if you're down a Pokemon, right? Like I get the Toxic or whatever, you're not in a position to play the long game with Toxic or with effects. You need to come out swinging the next one. You've got to start catching up. And if you just do an effect play, it's not quite the same as, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Especially because this Toxapex is not going to play the long game.
Here comes Claydol. Claydol hit hard by the Hurricane.
I think we're looking at the end of this match.
I think we might be as well. This might be a very quick match. Pelipper might actually get the sweep in entirely. Hurricane with a 100% hit rate when it is raining, so that's just so much damage coming in.
Yeah, this is just a perfect storm right here. I mean, unsurvivable stuff.
Now the rain does stop, so Hurricane is back to, I believe, 50% accuracy. So
still not bad. So pretty much you've got to win a coin flip, is what we're saying.
Yeah. So might see Amber switch out here.
Who would you go for if you're Amber making this switch here? I would think you're gonna want to go
Versus Como, I think the switch is Sylveon. Hit it with a Moonblast.
Yeah, I think so.
It's an instant KO. It's 4 times effective against Como, so
Yeah, because he's a dragon type.
I believe
He's
that
a dragon
is
type, and he's a.
fighting type. Right? Dragon and fighting, right? Yeah.
This just in from the crowd downstairs. If Pelipper pulls a clean sweep, someone is going to die. This just in from the audience downstairs.
Did I miss something?
I'm watching people type into the.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I think we do see the Pelipper switch out to Sylveon.
Nope.
Or to North Pacific, which is Politoed. For those of you who cannot tell, that lovely green little frog is the cuddly but ultra dangerous Politoed. Anticipation building on this next move.
If you built a Politoed right for this situation, if you had to build one for this situation, this matchup, what move does it know?
The Politoed?
Yeah.
Moves like Scald. Mostly water type moves.
Yeah.
Maybe, because I do know Amber likes to run kind of memey teams. So, Perish Song maybe?
Or Meme if you're over the age of 60.
Or Meme if you're over age 60. Hypnosis comes out. That's an odd choice. Rachel focus more on chat than she is in the game. Antarctic coming out. Why Antarctic for a fairy type of the world may never know. I would choose Camelot. Maybe even Skyrim. Shout out.
Shout out. Rachel says in the chat, y'all should see the other names. Well, at this rate, we'll probably see them all before the end of this.
Yep. I think you see 100% Moonblast from
Antarctic here. Antarctic, i.e.
Sylveon.
Saw Sylveon today. It did not use Moonblast.
Interesting.
Side note, since this will probably get edited out, guarantee someone comes and knocks on my door about the Wi-Fi in the next 10 minutes. Fucking. This is what happens when you let somebody loose on Google Translate. Right here, this team right here, under CurlyFries 77.
I believe that is Macedonian.
I don't think that's Macedonian. Mostly because I don't believe Macedonian is a language. I believe they speak Greek.
Google Translate keeps it as a language, so hey, fuck it, who cares, man, right? Default.
Did you actually just copy and paste it?
Yeah.
Solid work, solid work. I'm seeing a theme. What does the name mean?
Help.
Yeah. So this is the same team she had last week. It's just.
Yep. And
Did you have to go into the video and look what moves she had?
Not what moves she had, but just what Pokemon she had. Pelipper coming back out with that Wish, back at 100%, no Toxic. I believe Pelipper is going to...
Really... Go ahead.
I think after Zach said if Pelipper sweeps, he's going to flip. I think he's going to try for that Pelipper sweep, yeah.
Yeah. I think Wish is best used... Okay. Wish is best used in that sense of the build to... I totally just blanked out. What was I talking about? Never mind. Fucking forget what I was talking about. I don't remember what I was talking about. I don't remember what I said to start. I'm having a stroke. I also feel like I took someone's job because the first thing Zach said when this match started, he added you and said, "Am I not commentating?" Like,
well, I was like, I think we should bring him in for the next match or for the next game.
All right.
Just for shits and giggles.
Rotating color commentating cast. Because I suck this game, so it's good to replace me. I'll take my firing.
You don't have to rotate you, bro. We're not replacing you. Just bringing him in to join us. have a special guest commentator with us.
Oh, so we'll up it to 3.
Yep, in the booth.
Makes sense. I'll make sure to get the keys out of the door so we don't fuck shit up in the booth.
Will-O-Wisp coming in.
I'm always fascinated when people use Will-O-Wisp because it's not the greatest move known to man.
No, but Burn does.
You're looking for a burn. Is really what you're doing. Like
Yeah, and Burn has a lot of
flamethrower.
specials to it.
Yeah. Like if you look at like Will-O-Wisp and stuff like that, not Will-O-Wisp, but like Eruption moves like that, you're not going for a burn. You're going for devastation.
Yes.
But like if you lose Will-O-Wisp, you're looking for the long term.
Amber still with a full team of Pokemon here. Continental Crush coming in.
Didn't get a kill.
Just barely tanks it out. I think had Rachel used Trick Room first instead of Will-O-Wisp, she might have been even better.
Yeah, it wouldn't have done quite as much.
Yeah. Well, she would have gotten 2 shots in on it. And she might have actually knocked out Kabutops.
Yeah.
So I don't think Amber is going to sack off Kabutops as much as...
Kabutops is my favorite Pokemon for taking gyms in real life in Pokemon Go.
He's an enjoyable Pokemon. He's also just got a fucking badass design.
He's literally the alien from Independence Day.
Yeah. Como coming back out. Still asleep.
That always sucks. That always sucks.
So, back to North Atlantic with the drizzle. So, Hurricane will be back at 100% accuracy.
This will be the probably the end of Como.
One shot here. Yeah, absolutely.
Hurricanes. What would you? Okay, so how? All right, Mac, you're better at this than I am. I'll bow to your wisdom. How in the name of God do you counter Hurricane here?
A Thunder.
Yeah, I was about to say that'd have to be about it, wouldn't it? Because you'd get the power up too, right, from the rain.
Yep, because Thunder becomes 100% accuracy as well.
So like a move like Thunder Fang or Thunderbolt or something like that would be your go-to move here.
Yeah. But I don't think Como has any
No,
electric moves.
I don't think that's gonna be the case.
There's the Hurricane.
Togekiss, right? Yep.
Yep. Back to the Macedonian.
Back to the Macedonian. I did not know Macedonian was a language.
Hurricane. Not quite enough, but there's the Thunder Wave.
Paralyzed, so maybe it'll survive a little bit longer, but...
No, here it comes. Ooh, got the flinch on Pelipper. That might actually piss Amber off a little bit. And gets the paralysis.
Does Thunder Wave not do any damage?
No, not at all. It just paralyzes the team.
So I don't know if I would do that then. I would, you know what I mean? You're behind.
Yep.
I don't know. We're kind of just fighting to an end here, so... See what happens in the next game.
It does look like Alex is back, so he will take game 2 versus Zach.
So I'm still game 3.
Yes.
Okay. And then your match is until tomorrow, right?
It might be tonight, might be tomorrow.
Gotta wait and see.
Yep. So, a little bit of debating from one of them. I'm not sure who, but...
Going for the Pelipper Sweep. Nope, bad move.
Bad move! Pelipper's down!
That's what we in the business like to call hubris. That was hubris right there in its best fashion. Did he name all of his?
After Oceans, yeah.
Yeah.
Gunk Shot will take down Togekiss, so that will be GG. HylianDeku taking the first win. We are in for game number 2 of match number 1, HylianDeku versus CurlyFries. HylianDeku with the 1 win over CurlyFries, obvious 0. This is a best 2 out of 3, and we should be getting started here any moment.
Do you think he's going to lead in with the Pelipper for the drizzle again? No.
No.
Not
I
even
think
a
it's.
little bit.
I think we've noticed a lot when you lead one way. I think in some cases you can probably count on it still going the same way, but I think you don't want to ever lead the same way twice, especially in a 2 out of 3 kind of match. I think that's where you can get yourself into trouble.
Yeah, and for those of you who are wondering who this new voice is, this is our guest commentator for this match. This is Zach. He'll be playing in the next game against Alex. So.
I hope on your recording it didn't cut out as bad as it just did for us.
Yeah, that cut out really bad on my side,
Yeah,
too.
I'm hoping it didn't.
We'll find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
If we're comparing matches to Dragon Ball Z, then the first week is really the closest, considering it was just me and you screaming for 3 hours straight.
Not wrong.
And a lot of missed attacks.
Just trying to build power.
Willibus coming in. Cafagrigus really low after that Gyro Ball. And Power Whip.
I haven't seen a super strong Cafagrigus yet that I've run into. I think. Go ahead.
It's more of a Trick Room user than anything. And against Ferrothorn, probably not the best choice to use.
Yeah, but I don't think you should have stuck. She should have stuck it this long. She should have. I think, yeah, but I think it's too late now. You should, at that point, if you get below 40%, you ought to just sack and move on to the next one. You shouldn't. Now you've just got a Pokemon in the back that literally is just going to be a one-hit KO no matter when it comes out.
So I'm wondering if that was a mistake or if it was just forgetting that you couldn't stack effects.
I think it might have been forgetting that you couldn't stack.
That's okay. I forgot about that.
Grass on grass.
3 times in a row.
Grass and steel versus grass and poison. Interesting.
Yep.
Which this doesn't really work either because you're not going to do a lot of damage and you can't poison him. So are you counting on the burn going away or what are you counting on here? What else could it know? What else could...
I guess we'll never find out because Big Daddy P
switch.
coming out. Sludge Bomb does hit hard though.
Wings.
Hurricane with
Oh.
KO.
Immediate shutdown.
I actually stopped in the first match and asked Mac. I was like, "You're an expert. I'll turn to you. How the fuck do you get around a hurricane?" And his answer was, "You have to have an electric move. You have to have an electric strong Pokemon, because the rain will help it both ways. It'll help both sides. But at that point, then you've got to win the speed race, because you're gonna get railed by hurricane."
I think the only electric type Pokemon that does not beat Pelipper is Electros. But even then, Electros' defense is so high that it can take a hurricane.
I'm wondering if Amber's coming back with the Pelipper strictly to prove a point. Which is that obviously nobody stands in the way of Big
I really
Daddy
think
P.
that was a good save. I think, really, honestly, I think Rachel should have led with Toxapex.
Yeah,
Mostly because we've just seen it be a strong Pokemon for everybody it's been for, but also because it can get those effects out early, and it's actually pretty strong on its own. It can survive against a lot of stuff. But
right now, switch out from Pelipper to probably Sylveon.
Yeah.
Or Politoed.
Oh.
Or Toxic Croak and just prove me
Or a
wrong.
double
Appreciate
switch
it.
out. Or a double switch out.
Como does have the advantage against Toxic Croak with the fighting types.
This is one of the first matches we've seen where no Mega Evolutions happened. Because so far I don't think there's been a Mega or a Z Power.
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
This is
we have seen Z Power from Kabutops.
Oh, you're right. It did use
But,
Z Power. Okay, but we haven't seen a Mega Evolution.
Yeah, Venusaur is the only Pokemon in this entire match that could go with a Mega Evolution.
I think Como can.
I don't think Como has a Mega Evolution because they stopped Mega Evolves after Gen 7. And
You're right. There's
So
a Pokemon I saw today that looked like it who could do that, but I don't remember who it was.
Yeah, Toxapex, the last Pokemon probably going to fall very shortly here after Toxic Croak is going to hit it hard with possibly a fighting type move or another.
My money is on a switch switch out back to Pelipper. Just
Also
because
would
of
not
the
surprise
hubris.
me.
That would not surprise me. Yeah. Nope.
Oh, there it is.
And there
All
is
One for the
GG.
SmackDown.
Look
GG.
at that.
2-0 win to HylianDeku.
Yep. So, Zach,
that was a
do you
quick
have
one,
any?
too.
Do you have any words before your upcoming match?
So I don't have last weekend to compare it to since I was out, but it does look like, at least so far, the matches are going significantly quicker.
Let me ask you this. You're going into
yeah.
a match right now, right? What do you think your
Yes.
keys to victory are? Sponsored by Gatorade.
Keys to victory are just Matt can attest to this. I really have gone for a little bit more of a long game strategy as far as field effects go. Super out of my normal play style, so I'm excited to see how it plays out.
Now, will you give us any insight into the team you're bringing?
All I'm gonna say before I pop off of this call and jump into contenders is shuck if you buck.
Shuck if you buck. Well, with that, ladies and
Words
gentlemen,
of wisdom.
we will get on to match number 2 of week number 3.